Oh my god, James Kraken, Emily Eyebrows. Thank you guys for being here at the top of the stream. We return to the wonderful world of stutters and mumbles and Nim's just being an idiot. Minecraft's a cool game. I don't know if you guys have ever played it. It's pretty sick, actually. Were you guys aware? Have you heard the news? Actually, there's something else that I've been thinking about that might be causing some of the lag with our world. We're opting to look at the number of entities on my screen. 120? 140? Maybe I underestimated the amount of... No, I don't want to switch game mode. I want to see hitboxes. Maybe I underestimated the impact that, say something like this has on the world. How did you get to 328 without dying? Well, that's a wonderful question, my dude. I have... So this is my home. This is my base. This is my home. And this is my base. And this is me. I'm Nims. Sounds like a terrible 90s sitcom. Anyway, I have a really powerful base that I have built. So the first thing that you do to get high levels is you build a fishing farm, and then you build a skeleton grinder, a skeleton experience grinder that runs at the same time as your fishing farm. So while you're fishing and gaining experience, you're also grinding skeletons and gaining experience, which is, you know, you could see here we've got a fishing rod, we've got a skeleton experience grinder. While I'm sitting inside this fishing farm, fishing away, you can see that the skeleton experience grinder is also running. It'd take a second for skeletons to cycle through and then die, and then there's a warm-up period. Okay, I just caught a fish and gained some experience because of that. The skeleton spawner must be slow today. There we go. Yeah. We can see, dude, it's going so slow. This is like the minimum possible rate. So you can see the experience orbs coming into the back of me while I'm catching fish and gaining experience from that. All of that comes together to give me 328 levels. High octane gameplay. It really... Oh, I don't need this rod. There's a flow chart. Yeah. And Nims, do you have a blaze farm? No. We found 2 blaze spawners, but they were literally 1 block apart from being a dual blaze spawner. It was like, if I stood right here, that blaze spawner activates. I then scoot over exactly 1 block, and then that blaze spawner activates. But shifting shut off that blaze spawner, and it was just so sad. Additionally, I don't really feel like building anything big inside the nether because I know that we're going to delete our nether as soon as 116 drops. Our redeemed hydrate! I get a drink out of my fancy new water bottle. Since you have the skeleton spawner and the general mob farm, don't both rates slow down? No, both rates don't slow down, but one rate does slow down. The Darkroom mob farm slows down because of the skeleton spawner. But the skeleton spawner doesn't slow down because of the Darkroom mob farm. This is if I'm AFK, it's a pretty big loss. So if the skeleton spawner is active, you think there are probably 8 skeletons anywhere inside of the skeleton grinder. And that's just 8 skeletons that are eating up my Darkroom mob cap. However, you know, I'm over here. I'm working on the furnace array. And while I'm working on the furnace array, the Darkroom mob farm is active without the skeleton spawner being active. Additionally, since I'm AFK for such long periods of time, it doesn't really feel like a huge loss. What felt like a huge loss is the mountain that was right here, negatively affecting our rates. How long did it take to get you to 328? I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to it. We were spending a lot of time making enchants. We did a lot of name tags. We've, you know, quite a bit of unnecessary stuff. And because of that, you know, if I had really tried to grind levels, I don't know, I could probably be level 400 by now, maybe 450. But I was more concerned with building an interesting world and hanging out with you guys than grinding levels. So I didn't really focus on getting high amounts of levels. How's the water bottle treating you? Oh, super good. Super good. Day 2, it's everything I ever wanted in a water bottle. There is a flowchart. Warfric. Here. I just want to look at this again because it's so freaking cool. Warfric made a flowchart of how my base works. This is an actual, like, a diagram that is, I would say it's 95% accurate to how my base works. And it's inside the Discord, inside !Discord, and then inside the Twitch channel. To look a bit nicer during the stream today, dude, I'm so excited. It is amazing. Don't kappa. Okay, so the things I need to do today is I want to get the tree farm storage finished out. I also want to go through and, again, the lag is super bad. We should be sitting at 100 FPS and we're sitting in the 50s to 70s. It's a rough day, chat room. The flowchart basically sums up like all you aim to achieve as a Minecrafter. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, dude. I love it so much. Okay, so I need to take, we've got outfeed, 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 outfeed. Okay, so I need to somehow take all of those outfeeds and destroy every item that comes through them. What's the easiest way of doing that? Might be a dropper. Something like this. Something like that. And then can I just like straight observe that and then fire it? Or do we need to take it over like another block? I don't know. Let's give it a try. I don't have any... Scaffolding is one of the greatest blocks that was ever added to Minecraft. Fight me. Am I out of... The collection is complete. I don't know if we can take it this way. Because like there's gonna be redstone right here that's gonna conflict. There's redstone all through there that might conflict. What this looks like to me I don't need this many torches. No, I don't think it can do that. I have a bit of a fun game. Lay it on me. Give it to me. Wait. I mean, this would work to create a cycling pulse. So if we put something in here, blah, 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 right? Which is what we need. But then how do I power that? Given the constraints that we have. You need to make a creative story out of the 6 emotes to follow this very message. Skull, heart, sloth. I don't even know what that is. Is that Pepsad? I don't know what that is. Okay. My arch enemy died. And I loved it because they were my arch enemy. But it turns out that they had a crush on me. And then they gifted me a sloth in their will. This made me very sad because ogres are green. I don't know what the last thing is. I don't know. It's Peppa Pig. Was that like a cartoon after my generation? That's what I'm assuming. How do I get this guy powered? That doesn't interfere with the nearby redstone. James, could you try? Oh my god. Could you try doing a British accent? Like people are currently growing up with Peppa Pig. Oh man, I grew up with Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z. Hey, how late am I? I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You're not late at all. How do I get this redstone to power the dropper? Because that's how close we are. It could literally be this simple. You'll need a block by the dropper. I mean, here? But that doesn't do anything? Do I like loop the redstone around? This feels a little excessive here. Can you move the comparator out of block? Okay, let's try a thing. Let's try a thing. It's maybe possible, so I could do that. But then we run into risks of, like, redstone doing some funky stuff that's not ideal. And it's not, like, happy funky stuff, like, play that funky music, I want more. It's not like that kind of funky stuff. It's just like, ugh, gross. Like somebody smells funky stuff. Can't see. Okay, this one shouldn't trigger unless it's above some threshold. See, this is a problem. Well, hang on. Hang on. And then once it falls below that threshold, it stops. Peppa Pig sort of existed back in 2004, sort of the time when it was first released, but it had a large resurgence over here in recent years for some reason. Huh. Okay, so we did it. How do I go up? Keep building. No. You're a turd nugget. Oh, an easier one? Oh man, those emotes are so small. Smiley face, heart eyes, sad face, cries, goodbye. That's clearly a breakup story. Somebody was all sly on somebody and they were flirting, and that's what the sly face is. And then they got like hearts about them. And then they saw him naked for the first time and then got the big ol' heart eyes. And then they got sick because they didn't leave room for Jesus. And then they broke up and that made them sad, and then they were okay with it and waved goodbye. Okay, got it. Oh, man. I think we changed this a bit. Because looking at how easy it was to build this, I think that it makes way more sense to just adjust where our items are inside this room. So instead of putting that log there, and instead of putting that there, we basically switch their positions. Which still leaves us with one awkward position over here. What do you think? Okay, so, I mean, that worked really cleanly. So, I guess we'll just do this on all sides. I had tried to hold shift to place it against the side of the thing, and it was like, nah, we're not gonna let you do that. See, like, look at how simple that was. And then we obviously put some, like, lava immediately below it, right? I was once upon a girl madly in love with each other. The boy asked her on a date, and she said yes. However, while the date went extra well, she basically emptied his bank account. The evil she-devil. So he said goodbye, ran out of the restaurant, and never looked back. That she-devil. See, so again, I think that we do the same thing right here. As we go, dropper, right? And like, look at how easy that is to build, just even from the underside. Ah! Okay, I only fell down one. Now the only thing that's gonna be even mildly, the tiniest bit difficult. Hello? I created a little bug boy. Hello, bug boy? Oh, yeah, I need to put them in subtract mode. Did I do that to the one over here? Yeah, I did. What up? I'm super smart. Okay. So now we have one final. Okay, I gotta come back through here and adjust some stuff. Like adjust the filters, adjust the... Because we've just moved a bunch of items around. Like, actually, this shouldn't have been placed yet. Okay, maybe it should have been placed. I'm an idiot. And then this one can just go straight down now. So we need to adjust the filters accordingly. I'm just gonna pull out everything from every filter. Ah, let me out! I'm stuck. Okay, we're putting saplings here. I can't get in. Saplings there. Birch regular logs there. Stripped birch logs there. Stick boys right there. Okay, that's still good. That's still good. That's still good. Hell yeah, brother. Okay, and then we're gonna adjust that. No, I didn't mean to double jump. Okay. And then that's still apples. All right. So that should take anything that enters the overflow section of the non-log varieties. And once they hit 40, which they will, it should just shoot them straight out into, you know, and then we could make a little container for lava right below it. know what? I just gotta say this. You are all fabulous. Well, I appreciate your energy, Emily. So as far as I'm concerned, a guy smirked at a box, but the box was a trick of the devil, so the guy... It's supposed to be the devil. It's literally Satanist cookie. It's S cookie. It's the devil cookie. Which just sounds like a euphemism for some lady bits. That, the devil's cookie. And then I ate her devil's cookie. That sounds absolutely terrible. Eyebrows is like dance game. But you did eat the Satanist cookies. I actually did eat literal Satanists cookies. Like, Satanists, apostrophe S cookies. That's a true story. Okay, so the only thing that we have left to worry about is how do we get rid of the extra oak sapling. They were delicious. You know what? I'm a sucker because I like oatmeal cookies, and they were like oatmeal raisin chocolate chip, and they were good, chat room. I wonder whatever happened to her. You think she's still making good cookies? Send the saplings to compost. It's just awkward because... I might have to come up with some, if I want this type of organization, which kind of looks nice, if I want this kind of organization, then I need to figure out a way of removing the excess saplings. Do you have an overflow system in place for when those fill up? The only overflow that I don't currently have is for the oak saplings. Everything else has an overflow system. So if any log, here, we'll do the logs last. So we still need to do oak saplings. We'll skip logs. So the apples will get spat out of this dropper here, and then we're gonna put either, say, cactus or fire below it. Then the birch sapling and the sticks also have the exact same system. So there's the dropper that'll spit the birch saplings out. Here's the dropper that shoots the sticks out from an overflow. And then the jungle sapling will get spat out of this dropper. So then looping back around onto the oak logs, if any log is full, then it ends up going in through a charcoal factory and gets converted into charcoal, which is what this whole furnace hopper setup here is. If that system is full, it still sends out the charcoal, but up in this area we have underneath, so inside of this fire, we have embedded in that fire, in that netherrack, we have a hopper minecart. that is competing with the fire for the items. So if the hopper minecart is full, then the fire will destroy the charcoal. However, if the hopper minecart is empty, it picks up the charcoal and collects it and puts it into this chest. So the only thing that doesn't have an overflow is the oak saplings, and that's what we're working on. Just trying to think if there's a way of doing it. I need some hoppers. So yeah, everything has an overflow except for the oak saplings, which we're working on. So the first thing I notice is that, oh god, I fell all the way down. We can place a hopper on top of the chest, and that might free up the space underneath. So conceptually, we could do this, and then we could do this, and then we could do that into that, and it's all the same. The problem with this system is well, actually, this does kind of work. It would just be different. Okay, I might have a solution. So that would then prioritize adding the items to this chest, because hoppers suck before they can push. They pull out of the container before they can push. So if we then make a trail of hoppers like that, and we say this is completely full. Okay, it's not full of stone bricks. Let's say it's full of, where did we get a full stack of pumpkins? Okay, so it's full of pumpkins, and then this is full of polished granite, and then we add in, you know, this is now emulating that this is completely full, this is now completely full. And just to show you, I need more oak saplings. Hopefully that's enough. Oh, Emily! There's a way that you can shut off the video and just hear the audio of a stream. I know that that's possible. It's like audio only, which is what I would definitely recommend if you're driving. My goodness. That's not enough. I need more oak saplings. There's no way that we have more oak saplings just lying around. No way. No way. Yeah, no way. Well, if it's any consolation, we can... I guess, I mean, I think we have a tree farm that kind of produces a few saplings. Lol. Oh my god. I need like 5 saplings to start the damn thing. Am I in hand mode or axe mode? Axe mode. All right, chat room. This is like the Bob Ross of Minecraft? No way. No way am I that wholesome. I get so mad at people. Okay, this is Bram114. Tell us about audio only mode. Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can figure it out real quick. I'm opening my Twitch app. I'm logged in, so I can't do it to my own stream. I'm gonna open up some random dude's stream. Oh god, the ad! Okay, I'm hitting the cog. Yeah, the cog at the top of the stream has a thing that says viewing options, audio only, and then you hit apply. And now I can hear their stream.
Nice. I'm nuts.
But there's no video. Okay, so what should happen here is if I add in all of these saplings, they should all end up into this chest. And there they are. Perfect. Keep in mind, at Nims, we can't hear you at all. Oh, well then, I helped for nothing. One buffer is very normal with an item filter. It's just the delay that's caused between the torch turning on, the repeater turning the torch on, and how fast hoppers can move items. Okay, so now we're going to emulate if this is completely full of, and we're gonna pull those out. We're going to put that there, and then we're going to put in a different block there. And now we add in these same saplings, and they should then get passed through this hopper, and then get added into... God, we're so good! So then all I need to do is add in, and there's the same 22 saplings that we had before. So then all we need to do... All we need to do is add the destruction element, and I think that's it. I think we're good. Gotta go with my mom to work. I'll be back. Stay incredible. Emily, take care. Fun fact, I proposed to Emily a year ago today. Well, hey, congratulations. Christopher redeemed Hydrate with the fancy new amazing water bottle. Ah, wait. We gotta get the bloop noise. Bloop. And hang on. Padawan with the hydrate as well. I think that's so cool. Okay. Hunting Hunter says, Nims, your entire place would look so cool underground, built in a dwarven way. I mean, I think you're right. But I think that there's something really neat about just like the way that this structure is coming together. Like with all the bizarre shapes and the kind of huge juxtaposition between like what looks like normal terrain and normal landscape, and then it's just like boom, smack dab, here's a giant skyscraper. And I think that there's something, yeah, that's really cool about that. So what do you think, chat? Do we put cactus below this, or like lava or fire? I think it can be fire for fear of the chests catching, right? Lava and fire make a noise, whereas cactus is completely silent. Namespace is best bet. Thanks, man. Plot twist, Braum doesn't exist, and I made him up. I was thinking it. I just didn't want to say it out loud. Cactus, so that way it doesn't make any noise. Soulfire? Is that even in the game yet? There's no way that's in the game. A ghast shooting at the items. I think we use fire where we want to embed stuff, but I think we use cactus everywhere we can. So I want the... kind of want it to be glass, but it's all right. So if I want... Is that right? Take care, Emily. We'll see you in a bit. That's what I wanted. Oh god, am I out of granite again? I really like that I use granite because it forces me to go mining sometimes. But sometimes I'm just like, oh god, am I out again? Thankfully, that was not this time. Nah, I don't use TNT dupers. I think that they're borderline cheating. Is that really? Wow. It's some tight building. Okay. We're now destroying all the items. This is so cool. I think this is it. I think that we get to take all of this down, and I think the next thing that we do I think the next thing that we do is take the output from the tree farm and run it over here. Okay, in which case I need to empty inventory. Sure, I'll just put that in there. Because why not? Why do I have like 1 billion pumpkins in my inventory? That's really what I want to know. Sticks can stay, apples can stay. Some more food. Okay. I think the rest of this is... I'm gonna need to make a dropper machine to move the water around. So, we need to go up through here, over, oh my gosh, this is gonna be so tight. Link, how's it going, man? Already closed it. Let's hope that the filter is set up. Okay, yep, I think that we just have to go for it. I mean, this can technically be not there. Which I do like. Yeah, we'll just leave that like that for now. I need soul sand. And kelp. And a water bucket. Soul sand, kelp, water bucket. There's kelp, bucket, and soul sand. I'll probably make it symmetrical. Eyebrows, don't you worry. Was there any stupid debate today? Should I be offended that he called it stupid? My feelings. Man, my FPS is all over the place. Okay, here's what I think we do. Cane's all the way. What do you mean? Cane's versus Chick-fil-A? I've never had... Hang on, let me add girlfriend. Does Cane's have a spicy chicken sandwich? That's the question. No, they don't. Ugh. Well then, I have to say Chick-fil-A. I had to say Chick-fil-A either way, because I've had Cane's like once. I don't think that's fair. Yeah, there's just no way about it. This is just gonna explode. Nah. Wait, what? I never want Chick-fil-A anymore because the one time I got it when it opened near me, the chicken was a rat? That's so disgusting. I hope that you're joking, because that's such a disgusting thing that, like, I really want that to not exist. Oh, God, I was like 1 over. You know what? Blah. That's jungle. Kind of funny to find all of my redstone pieces like after the fact inside of these chests. You're off them for life? I mean, definitely off of that location for sure. Alright, so here's what I think I do. I think we first spin this to go here. So that way, this can become like a... Maybe it becomes a shulker. Because again, we're not trying to give villagers jobs here. Because we are still going to need some amount of storage. And actually, it might just go there. It needs to be... a shulker, so that way we can store our saplings in it. I'm not gonna do any sort of fancy sapling storage, it's just gonna be, that's just what it's gonna be. Okay, which means that we need a dropper. Okay, and then we need to go get our redstone. Our redstone shulker? Where do we put our redstone shulker? Where I'm from, Chick-fil-A is a delicacy. Yo, where do we put our redstone box? KFC for you? I don't know. Oh, there it is. The Popeyes chicken sandwich is surprisingly good. You know, it doesn't. It's not as good as the hype would have you believe it is. However, it is still very good. They run there's some consistency problems, but it is quite tasty for sure. How do we always get on food? God, I'm so fat. Is this the community that I breed? Just people that want to talk about food all the time? Trying to lose weight? Okay, I'm just being a shit. I'm sorry, chat. I need to figure out a way to get the bone meal to get automatically added to that as well. So where do we need to go up and over? Can it be in line with this? It looks like it can. Oh, I'm out of granite again. Oh, I must have quick swapped my torches. I hate it when I do that. Until now, I've never heard of Canes. I've only been there once, so I wouldn't think too much about it. Lost 10 pounds in the last 2 weeks? Dude! Your quarantine's going so well! Showing the rest of us up is what you're doing. I need... some packed ice. Slabs need to go immediately in front of it. I'm running out of room. right? That's not that big of a deal. We can shift that as much as we want. That goes there. That goes there. And then we have water that goes up and over. I missed the block. No! Oh man. So this needs to go... Where are we? I need this to actually zig around. I put all my scaffolding up. To enter this from the correct angle. Do you think esports should be counted as real sports? Because I do. Way to have an unbiased question. Should they count as real sports? I mean, the answer is yes, but I want you to know that that's a more complicated question than I think that you're giving it credit for. So what is a real sport? What makes a sport real? Aren't all sports just an agreed upon, like, weird, goofy rules that humans have given themselves? And, like... So, like, any number of things could be real sports. Everything from, like, competitive rock, paper, scissors to, like, airsoft to traditional basketball and football. Just is not a sport, it's a game. It's fine to like them, but it's not going to get you in shape. And then, but what if you're talking about like protections for the people playing those whether it's a game or a sport or however? Well, I mean, if there should be base protections for every single job ever. And if people are going to be competing in esports professionally, then I think that they should be afforded certain protections, yes. But as far as it being considered a real sport, I mean, that's more of a public psyche thing than just a binary switch you could flip. Do we just want to go straight over this? No, we want to go a block up, so that way we can place ice down. So I need it to zig so it can zag correctly here. I almost wish that it could have been one block further over. That way I wouldn't have to do this weird little zig into the zag. Is that possible? I think we should do that from the top. If it's competition, it's a sport. So then, is chess a sport? I made a debate without food. Oh, hey. I didn't notice. Good job, bud. I think that defining sports is not... is something that we do on a personal level, right? So, in my mind, yes, I would consider esports just sports. However, that doesn't mean that it has to apply to everyone, because it's just like an arbitrary name that we've given a thing. So I really want it to come up right here. And I could do that. I could just shift this water stream, and I think that that would be way nicer than trying to shift the water stream to the top. So we go there. This might be a thing. Okay, that's a thing. Competitive eating is a sport? I mean, yeah, you got to be a little bit careful by blanket saying that every competition is a sport. But at the same time, I think that sports are something that we decide inside of our own minds, not not as a society. I did that exact same thing last time. Okay, bud. Chill for 2 seconds. Oh my gosh. Sports to me is just anything in which people have agreed on a set of rule system for playing it in a professional environment. I would say that's a good way to look at it. I don't know. I don't have, like, I know what I think, but I don't think that it should be so rigorously defined. That's what I think, is like, I don't want to put a definition on it because it's kind of... I don't know. It's weird because sports should it be considered a sport, is like this weird quantifier. Whereas saying it's a professional, I don't know, professional sporting event makes it sound so different. 100%, it's a professional sporting event, but is it a sport? I think that's something that, like, is an internal thing. I really should. So it's just a bit strange to me, that's all. How long do I have? Oh, I've got a minute. Where's ZGS? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Did I count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think I need any sort of special stopper here. I think the water's just going to stop where it's supposed to stop. Candy just sent me a message saying she's going to the store to get the Brussels sprouts. I just immediately, like, got so sad. Alright, yeah, that looks good. That's why definitions can be tricky. Yeah, if anything competitive with defined rules is a sport, that makes legal trials sports matches. Right. So it's a weird thing, and that's why I think it's an internal thing that everyone needs to decide for themselves. Nice. Hello? Why couldn't I swim up for a moment? That was so strange. Alright. So this should be the output of the tree farm. Oh wait, we still have to set up a... where'd we put... We leave it everywhere, man. I need to... Yeah, this is fine. I need to get a redstone signal. Out of the comparator. I need to basically create a drop-off clock here. So how do we do this? I've had enough of sprouts in a week. Well, next Monday, my dude. How do we do this? It definitely has to open comparator. But then what? I can't go above it because of the redstone that's right near it. I can't go into the side of it because on one side we have water, on the other side we have... I could go below it? And this roof is too thick, which is kind of handy. Okay, so I think I have an idea. I go there. I have to put something in that's now tree related, or else I could jam the entire tree thing. But this should work, right? It looks sound. Oh God, I just don't have a way of getting out here anymore. Ah! Ow! That's gonna be how I kill myself for sure. Okay. What is... First I need to pull some of these saplings. And then what is a log type that I just don't have? Okay. Let's say... stripped birch. Oh, I can't, the tree farm can't do spruce. It only does the 3. See, those are just gonna chill in there. It got stuck under there, that's wild. Okay, so those just chill in there. Let's go get some more saplings for jungle. It needs more than 5 to get started. It needs like 10. Is there just a position? Here. Let's just look at this. We had 33. And we have... What is that? Kelp entered the system and accidentally got cooked. Okay. You know, for all of the ways that this thing could have handled that, that's the best possible scenario. I'm kind of impressed. Can dried kelp be used for anything? I don't know. can eat it. Oh, dude, gross. Who would eat kelp? Alright, so it was 33, and I don't remember what the other number was. It was 33 stripped oak logs. So 33 and 12. 33, 12. You can craft it into kelp logs, which is a better fuel source. Oh. But then that requires player interaction, right? $33.12. All right. Oh god, I forgot about my inventory. I need none of this to be entering my inventory. Where did I get iron from? The move! Okay, okay, okay. Take care, James. Just had my complete second rework of the flowchart. Next thing, I guess, is to work on adding stuff you've mentioned as future projects, such as the fish farm storage and etc. Yeah. Okay, so like clearly saplings are entering my offhand, and that's all we want. We want everything else to be shipped out to the tree farm storage. We also really want to pay attention to the durability of our axe and make sure that it's going up and not down. I figure we'll stop when we hit, you know what, I should have checked saplings and sticks and apples as well. I paused it. Well, this is a good sign. There's nothing just floating around. That's really good. There's a chance that they get stuck on top of this guy now. I think that's just a risk that we've got to take. Okay, so we said 33 stripped oak logs. Do we have way more than that? I think it was like there. So I think this is what we just farmed. You know, 33. I think that's what we just farmed. So then, of course, this doesn't move because it all went here. That's pretty cool. So it's 33, well, we can now say it's 7 stripped oak. 7 stripped oak. 20 apples. Some number of sticks. 9 sticks. And then 12 charcoal. Okay. So we've got 7 stripped oak, 20 apples, 9 sticks, 12 charcoal. Let's go. Let's jump back into it. That way our diamond axe gets durability even quicker. Very, very temperamental to aim. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, I picked it up. We're good. I forgot to put my saplings in my offhand first. Okay. Hold right click, hold left click. Saplings in my offhand are staying, yeah, at 64. How much longer is stream gonna be? Quite a while, a few more hours at least. You're heading out for the Brussels sprouts? Disgusting. You're excited? I'm dreading this.
I hope chat is fun.
No.
Chat is thrilled. I'm thrilled.
You're thrilled? No. Wow. Okay, sounds good. Take care, be safe. Stay healthy. Okay, that should be enough, right? Yep, we kind of knew that that would happen. I called that a while ago. It's just an unfortunate side effect of the player's inventory no longer being part of the filter. And then we put these saplings back. How did these saplings end up in here? How did more saplings enter that shulker? Brussels sprout juice? Disgusting. Sunny Shadow did redeem a hydrate. Thanks for the hydro, homie, man. No juice, please? No, that sounds absolutely disgusting. Christopher with the hydrate. Out of the fancy new water bottle. Listen, listen. It's so fancy. It's so fancy. Okay, we had 729.12. Well, that's clearly gone up. That clearly went up. 729 into 57, that went up. And then this should not have moved because this isn't full. So, bottle tastes good. Did the cap fit? The cap does fit. Our aftermarket modified water bottle fits. Everything was good. The parts were compatible. Everything was great. I think this is all just stuff that needs to get organized back at base. So are we done here? Did we do it? Is this a completed project? I mean, it's not dressed up aesthetically at all. There's just everything's open. And the water bottle, it has no taste, which is perfect. I mean, you know how sometimes like crappy, cheap water bottles, you can either taste the plastic or you can taste the metal in it? Yeah, this one has no taste. Hi chat, what's going on? We are finishing up the tree farm storage system. might actually already have some. Ow. Ow again. I was worried too, man. I was worried too. And somehow back to the water bottle. That's gonna happen a lot with all the hydrates that get redeemed. I need to figure out a way of reducing lag. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there is some pretty horrendous, like, stuttering happening. It's getting kind of bad. And it's gotta be in large part because of the number of entities that exist in the world. Oompa Loompa bodies, what's your favorite liquid? I enjoy H2O, hot chocolate, and iced tea. Lemonade. Lemonade is the greatest thing to ever exist for the history of forever. Followed up with a close second from orange juice. I have no idea how we're gonna get the bone meal into that area. I like beer, it fixes the inside boo-boos. That's funny because it's true. It's all about cranberry juice though. When I was a little lad, my grandpa once told me that drinking cranberry juice will turn your pee red. And I believed him. And I was so scared. I don't know what about that made me so scared to drink cranberry juice. I remember being absolutely mortified that my pee was going to turn red. Thanks, Grandpa. Some of these juices are pretty normal, but then potato, garlic, eggplant, and leek are all listed on there as well. Of which couldn't you just argue that like potato juice is just potato soup? Like imagine what hot potato juice would taste like. And then try to imagine what potato soup tastes like. Are those different? Is that a different experience? I redeemed a hydrate? Oh, yeah, dude, Kraken, you did. Terrible. Can you guys hear the bloop of the water bottle opening? potato juice is just vodka. Only if you're Russian. We use so many water streams in this world. Do water streams cause lag? I honestly don't know. I would really hope not. I wish that there was, I wish that there was some way to quantify the amount of lag that each individual thing makes. Like, I wonder how much lag just a stack of items sitting on the ground makes. Just this. How much lag do you think that makes? That's pretty much it there. Is potato juice then the rest water? Is potato juice then the rest water if you boil them? I have no idea what you're talking about. Before we fill all this in. What do we put there? What is that holding in? Oh, it's holding in the top of the cactus. Okay, I see. I am burning through all of my supplies so quickly. The Juice website is beginning to talk about the mystic nature of garlic, and I'm so confused by it all. Am I missing some vital piece of vegetable information or something? Dude, didn't you know? I mean, garlics have the mystical property of being able to fight off vampires. Of course, garlic is the most imba fruit to have ever, or excuse me, vegetable to have ever existed. Gamer Girl juice is the only juice I want. This is disgusting. I mean, this looks pretty good. What height would we want a roof? Do we want it a block up or a block down? Okay. Wait a minute. Cow's milk is technically cow juice. Would you describe cow milk as cow juice or like, I don't know, some sort of beef stock as cow juice? The first line of the eggplant page is, apart from your neighbor's cat, you could juice almost anything, including eggplant. That sounds horrendous. Disgusting. Beef stock is cow juice. Well, there you go. So chicken stock is then chicken juice. What do we do here? I think, in the interest of removing lag, I think I do something kind of like this. I didn't mean to fall. Some burning supplies. And then I could do that, which saves us a bit of world lag, right? It might look a little goofier, but how would you denote a sapling without actually putting a sapling in an item frame? Such a disgusting thought, Warfrig. Is there any way that we could denote saplings? Because, I mean, there is actually a charcoal block that we could use to denote the charcoal. Sticks we could denote with just a plank, like a wood plank. But then how would you denote the 3 saplings? A flower pot. Ooh, that's interesting. Is a flower pot less laggy than an item frame? A potted plant? A flower pot? Okay. And then what about the apple? Oh, the leaf! The leaf! We totally forgot the leaves are a thing that exists. I changed my mind mid-flight where I wanted to go. Oak leaves. Birch leaves. I need jungle leaves. Whoa, is that a beehive? No. The most graceful of landings. Okay. So then how do we denote the apple? Red wool? Oh god, did I just lose my base? Okay, no. There's just some generic red wool. Or, I mean, it really could be red anything. I'm gonna have some planks, some just standard oak planks to denote the stick. We could, we'll take a block of coal to represent the charcoal. So then we just need the apple, which could be like red wool. Didn't I have some red dye at some point? Oh, I used it to make the bed. Thank goodness we have 1 billion poppies. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay. Oak leaves. Lit. Yeah, that's good. Smart. Okay, apple. Red wool. Oh yeah. Birch leaves to represent the birch saplings. Sticks will be represented by some oak planks. Yeah, it works. Don't judge. And last but not least, some jungle leaves there. And this one might be a little dangerous. There's a chance that it can't be coal. What's on the other side here? Can this coal catch on fire with the block behind it being netherrack? Do fermented spider eye? Serendipity apple? What do you mean? Just stick that red shulker box in the hole and call it a day. Can we do this same thing over on this storage room? Redstone we could, glowstone we could. We could represent gunpowder by, I don't know, gravel is pretty close. Glass bottles could just be glass. Honey bottles could just be honey. I don't know what you would use for ender pearls, though. Rotten flesh doesn't really have an analog. String could just be a wall block. TNT for gunpowder. That's super dangerous. I'm gonna say no. And then what about the spider eye? End stone for ender pearls? An ender chest. We're trying to cut down on lag. So so this is the next thing that I wanted to do today. And this kind of transitioned nicely, is I really wanted to start to, let's just finish this room real quick. Do we want the roof to be a block above? It would probably look kind of nice. We need to do some lag busting. My world should not be at 65 FPS. Like if I look in this direction, 96, 97. And I have my game capped at 100 FPS. So anything high 90s I'm happy with. And like my mouse feels clean here. But then I turn around and something over in this direction hurts. Let's see, look at how smooth it is looking this way. And then look at how angry, and we're looking at the lower left. Look at how angry it gets when we look on this side. We probably need to cut down on the number of wolves. We probably need to cut down on the number... Ooh. It's not wolves or villagers. It's something in this line. Because look, right as I spin here, it's okay again. There's something in this area. Oh, God. Yeah, you can see the lag that I'm feeling. I love that chart because it's a visual representation of how laggy something is. It's all of the despawn overflows. That's what my guess is. I really doubt that it's experience orbs because there's only gonna be... We're out. And it also goes to show that the torches aren't the issue either. Or else this would be so laggy because this is just an ocean of torches. Oof. We're running low. Item frames can cause issue, but having a few on a wall shouldn't be as bad as it's showing it is. I mean, I think we have like 30 item frames out right now, TBH. We've got 9 plus, and these don't have anything in them. 9 plus 15, 24, so not quite 30, but I stand by my rough guess. Anyway. That's it. We're out of stone. We're out of stone bricks. That's because you're on Bedrock Edition. Bedrock and Java are very different. Bedrock runs a lot better. It's just C++ is a better is a better engine than Java for running a game. Do we like that it goes up? I think we do. I think I also light up the behind the chests a bit. I can see through them as well, but you know, that's just I'm gonna have to live with it. Short answer, Java's bad for efficiency. Yeah. So, but and that's why they have like different bugs, and it's hard to bring them into parity with each other. So parity means to make them the same. Quasi-connectivity is to my knowledge, it's a side effect of coding the game in Java. Whereas in C++, the exact same rule set doesn't create quasi. And that there's just a whole bunch of things that extend from there. You could probably pinpoint the exact angle of the lag's origin and then triangulate from different positions. You're probably right. What's your thoughts on the whole movable tile entity thing? It's clearly not below us. The thing on the right, there's just nothing I can really do to control that. That's just basically how many farms I have running. See, if it were just item despawn, then there should be a fair amount right here, because that's where the melons sit. Trying to isolate if it's the darkroom mob spawner, and no. No, it's definitely not. Movable tile entity thing. So you're talking about moving chests and furnaces and the like. I don't know if I have a strong opinion on it. I'm thinking. I think that it would make sense to be able to move some, and it wouldn't make sense to not be able to move others. What is this? The lo-fi playlist. Got a little weird there for a minute. Okay, well, I think that this is good. Okay, so glass bottles can definitely go there. Honey blocks can go here. Like that. Let's go get some white wool. We can just make white wool. Are you looking forward to 1.16? I am. I think that the Nether update is really cool. I'm still trying to think. The way that you phrase that question, Warfrick, makes me think that I'm missing some information. There's a bunch of people that are currently discussing movable tile entities, and I'm like, I wasn't aware of that discussion. And that's why I'm having, like, second thoughts about the whole thing. I don't know the other side's argument to know what I'm arguing against. Or for. But yeah, 1.16 looks super cool. They are if you guys are longtime viewers, you'll know that I've been talking about they need to make the Nether completely livable on its own. And with the the black stone that they just added, that gives you a source of cobblestone in the Nether, which is, I mean, one of the most important items to have in all of Minecraft. So I would say that they're adding iron in the Nether away from making the Nether completely livable. And considering that you can have gilded blackstone, which is blackstone with gold in it, I wonder if they're gonna add blackstone that also has iron in it, so that way you could, I mean, stay in the Nether 100% of the time. So I think that they're doing everything that I told them that they should do. Hell, even the blackstone or whatever it is, almost perfectly fits in with what I said that they should do. I said maybe 2 or 3 months ago, I was like, they should add a quarry biome to the Nether. Some sort of just heavy stone, make it cobblestone, so that way you have a source of cobblestone in the Nether because you can't bring water into the Nether. And then in that quarry biome, add a source of iron and a source of cobblestone. And they've done almost exactly that. I almost like psychically premonitioned that biome. What did I need again? I don't remember. Oh yeah, I was looking for... No. Items that could replace the stuff in here. Stone. Sort of following on from that point of parody you made, it's been shown that it is clearly able to work in Java via mods that have been made in a way that one could claim is better than the Bedrock equivalent. So are you talking about Optifine specifically? It probably comes down to more whether people would want such a change to be introduced, considering how long Redstone builders have worked with it. I mean, I've been playing with Redstone for the better part of 10 years, and I would make a strong argument that we should get rid of Quasi. But a lot of the other old school Minecrafters don't want that to happen. Probably oh yeah, I read that already. I know it wasn't long ago that they added all the stuff to the end, but I think they really need to revamp the end again. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think the end is meant to be like... I mean, you've got the end islands, but I think the end does what it's supposed to do. I don't think that the end would thematically benefit from having a bunch of different biomes and a bunch of different obtainable things, right? I think the end is supposed to feel like almost like an endless desert, right? Where everything is so wide and so spaced out. You need to feel like you're traveling for hundreds of thousands of blocks to find any one point of interest. It's supposed to feel endless. And I think that if you started adding biomes to break that up, I think that the end will lose its charm, if that makes any sense. The Nether, however, is just supposed to feel dark and dangerous. It's not supposed to feel endless. It's not supposed to feel boring. It's supposed to feel like you're traversing, it's supposed to feel like you're traversing hell. And to that end, well, to that Nether, I think that traversing hell needs to be more interesting. But the end is supposed to feel like an endless void. You remember that Pirates of the Caribbean movie? It's like At World's End, where Johnny Depp is trapped in Davy Jones' locker, which is basically purgatory. I think that that's what the end is supposed to feel like. So I love the changes that are happening to the Nether. I think that they're super good and make the end, because nobody goes into the Nether. Like, you go into the Nether to find an end fortress, to farm, to set up a Wither Skull farm, and you might set up a gold farm, maybe. You might set it up. Not super massive, and that's it. Like, oh, and you grab a little bit of nether wart, but even then, the potion system is so forgettable that you really don't even need the nether wart. So yeah, you go into the end, or excuse me, you go into the nether to grab a little bit of wither skeleton skulls, and maybe some gold, and that's it. And then you're out. It's that quick. Quartz, you go. Quartz, you definitely grab quartz. And I don't even know if my perception of going in to grab wither skeleton skulls is accurate, because a lot of players don't do that. And I know even fewer players go for the gold. So yeah, it's probably mostly going in to get quartz. And that's really boring. It's just like going caving. It's you just go in there, you start to cave, and then you're out. Let's take a look at how much we got. Okay, a couple stacks. If I turned on my haste beacon, that would go way faster. Pre-elytra is another reason. Yeah, but nobody uses it for transport anymore, because you just... It's almost faster. So over here, I have my what is it called? The Nether Fortress, or the End Portal. And I wonder how much faster going through the Nether would be. Obviously, if I could fly, it would be 8 times faster minus 2 Nether portals. Right? And here's the village that's right outside the portal. The portal's then right there. And I'm traversing several hundred blocks here. Definitely enough to justify a nether portal transport system pre-elytra, but post-elytra, I don't know, man. The only thing I'd possibly want from the end is maybe a few more bits of plant life, just to add variation to the pure chorus-covered islands. I could agree with that. I'm on board with that. Alright, chat. So glass goes above the glass. That's for sure. And we want it to be as bright as possible. Oh, for sure, this is holding water in place. I think that's okay. Do we want to do the same thing for the honey? No, you can't see through it. So then what do we make? More mobs in the end to make it a bit more exciting. Or like when you travel far enough, you see another dragon. I mean, maybe, but mobs in the end would need to be thematically similar to Guardians of Purgatory, right? And I think that the Enderman does that pretty nicely. The only other thing that I could see being interesting is some sort of flying mob, but then the end gets ridiculously difficult because trying to bridge over to a new island for the after you're moving into the end for the first time would just become obnoxiously difficult. What do we use for gunpowder and ender pearls and rotten flesh? I mean, if we were doing bones, we could make bone blocks, but I don't know what for these. Multiple dragon locations would be useless as we could infinitely respawn it away from the main island anyway. Right. I still like the idea of gravel, because gravel looks like if you were to take a full, like, 9 gunpowder and make it into a block, it would look like gravel. I'd go for gray concrete for the powder, or concrete powder for gravel. Yeah, this doesn't have a very strong line against the... How do you even make concrete? And then gravel plus sand? Gray concrete powder. It's like this plus this. I have no idea how you make concrete. Come on, let me search. Oh, you have to have a color. Okay. I think that this will look a lot better than the gravel does. Yeah, I like that a lot better. So then, ender pearls, rotten flesh, and spider eyes. What do we replace those with? And it needs to be a full block. Ender pearls, rotten flesh, and spider eyes. Isn't there a nether wart block? There is. It could be something. Red nether brick for spider eye? Yeah. Yeah, spider eye nether wart block. That was great minds, dude. We're on the same page. Red nether brick for spider. It's just, the difference between zombie flesh and spider eyes is not very great. So how do you differentiate between the two of them? The egg doesn't need a use as far as I would care. It's meant to be a trophy to prove that you've completed the game. No, we're trying to get away. We already have item frames, and our world is getting... Because we have so many things, there's quite a bit of lag happening in the world. Well, new triangulation, it's in this direction. There's quite a bit of lag in the world, so we're trying to move away from item frames. When you look at that block, do you see rotten flesh or do you see spider eyes? Yeah, I know what I see. 100% I see spider eyes in it. I mean, yeah, we could put the Ender Dragon egg here, and then that could kind of represent the Ender Pearls. I'd like a tweak somewhere with the dragon just to bring some sort of challenge back to that stage of the game. If my theory is correct, and I would put money on it, I would put like a 3-year, all of my life savings bet on my theory that there will be a new dimension within 3 years that is the opposite of the Nether. Very similar to the Aether mod from forever ago. And in that new Aether dimension, you will find a new level of difficulty. We need rotten flesh. An analog for rotten flesh. You can do netherrack. A new boss? I would put money on it. I would put money that there would be several new bosses there. So, context for this link. Mojang tweeted in like 2016 that they will not add a new dimension until the Nether and the End get updates. Well, guess what? Since 2016, both the Nether and the End are getting updates. The End adding End fortresses and Elytra and End cities. Yeah, End cities and Elytra and the whole nine. The resettable dragon fight and everything, right? So the End has clearly been updated. And the Nether update is huge, and that comes out within a month, right? So 2016 Mojang said they won't add a new dimension until the existing ones are updated. They didn't say they wouldn't add one. They just said they won't add one until. Okay, so that's the first bit of context. So they're not against the idea. That empirically proves that they're not against the idea. Next, they hire the dude immediately after announcing the Nether update and starting to put out snapshot pre-releases. They hire the dude that made the Aether mod. Okay, that's pretty freaking telling. They hire the dude that made the Aether mod. What easier way to obtain his IP than to hire him? And I'm sure that Minecraft could still just straight rip the IP. You guys could argue that, I don't care. But it makes it a lot easier. You have to agree that it makes it so much easier to just hire the dude that made it, rather than trying to re-flavor it in their own way. Lastly, they added a new tier of armor which features knockback resistance and will make you even more tanky, have even more survival. I can, in this hardcore world, I can literally go swim in lava. I can literally just go like just straight chill in lava for an extended period of time. So then the question becomes, if I can already, with the existing functions of the game, just swim in lava for an extended period of time. If I can just do this, why do we need another tier of armor? It's a real question. We don't. We really don't. And so then that there's a follow-up question. If we really don't need a new tier of armor, if this is already ridiculously strong, then why'd they add it? And specifically, you could ask yourself, why did they add a new tier of armor that features knockback resistance? That's also really strange. And all of those points between the tweet in 2016 saying that they won't do it until they update the 2 dimensions, and now they have, between hiring the developer for the Aether mod and adding a new tier of armor that would completely blow out the power curve of the game, I think those are strong indications that we're about to see a new tier, a new power level tier. And the easiest way to introduce that would be through a new dimension. And they hired a guy that made the most popular new dimension mod ever, the Aether mod. Unpolished granite looks fleshy. Oh god, I don't think I have any. Brown concrete for zombie flesh. I like the idea of the unpolished concrete. I think that's pretty good. Let's look at that first. It's a good theory. Yeah. And like, you see what I'm basing it on, and there's like a lot of hard truths in there. So them saying that, oh, we're not going to update it until we're not going to add a new dimension until we update the existing ones. Well, they did. I wish it was a little more orange. Maybe like orange concrete? And is there like a color of concrete that's close to the color of an ender pearl, like this teal blue? Maybe a peaceful dimension / no hostile mobs? No way. That's not possible. I would... With the addition of the netherite armor, the netherite armor is so strong that it completely blows out the current power level in Minecraft. The only way to justify making something so ridiculously overpowered is to add a new tier of challenge where that armor would be normally balanced. Hopefully that makes sense. So it would have to be some sort of, whatever they add needs to be more difficult than anything we've seen in Minecraft so far. They flat out told us they can add as many dimensions as they want and the game runs well with that recent joke snapshot. There's more context. Clearly they're playing around with additional dimensions. Cyan concrete is like slate gray. It's not actually blue, is it? Gonna go hang out with an online friend and watch a show? See you later, Sonny. Take care, man. What if that's why they did it? It's an interesting, I mean, that's an interesting point. I would say that that's another point in favor of a new dimension. Yeah. They've clearly made a tweet that says it's something that they'd be interested in once certain conditions have been met. They hire the dude that made the most popular dimension mod ever. They then meet the conditions of their 2016 tweet right after or right as they hire the dude. They introduce a new overpowered tier of armor that logically, from a game developer perspective, shouldn't exist unless there will be a new difficulty to accompany that armor. And then they put out a joke, an April Fool's Day thing that, I'm looking for my map. Oh, there it is. They put out an April Fool's Day thing that is it just pure south? I really hope it is. Oh, I need more rockets before we do this. I'm gonna go try to get Cyan and just take a look at, oh god, yeah, I forgot that this forest is burning. So I really believe that we're very close to seeing a new biome, or excuse me, a new dimension. Was it the top left and not the top right or bottom right? Oh no, there it is. There's our swamp. That's what I was looking for. And then there should be a witch hut right in here. No? Maybe it was top left. I don't remember. Maybe terracotta for the flesh? I haven't found a mesa biome yet. Is there any other way to get terracotta? Now I'm kind of worried. Where was that witch hut that we found? Smelt clay blocks. Okay, okay. Let me see what types of terracotta there are. Terracotta Minecraft. You could just make regular terracotta, and then that kind of has like a fleshy pink tone. And then glazed terracotta. Looking at those. Glazed terracotta might be a good one for the ender pearl. Oh, but the cyan terracotta is, it's got a creeper face on it. Or does it? Yeah, it does. Ugh. Yeah, I don't like it. We still need to come up with something for the ender pearl too. I think that just regular terracotta might be good for flesh. So I need to find some clay. I have returned with Brussels sprouts for Monday. Oh my god, I hate my life. Is it just clay? Like I don't need to do anything to it? Is it up to 7 or 8? Yeah, something like that. I hate my life. I'm gonna be... Oh no, this is bricks. Do I have to make like a clay block? Okay. I haven't made terracotta before. Okay, so there's terracotta. And... Does that look any fleshier? Is that like an orange terracotta? What about a red? I don't know, man. Nothing looks good there. We'll just leave it. Do you like the terracotta more, or do you like the rough granite more? And what do we use for the ender pearl? Need like a teal. So like light blue something. I don't know what no is an answer to. So here's our options. Which one of those says rotten flesh? Cyan concrete? Is it like a bright blue? I thought cyan concrete was gray. How do you make cyan dye? I haven't unlocked the recipe. Alt F4 changes the song. Nice try, bud. Terracotta is more fresh. Granite is more rotten. That doesn't help at all. Granite. Okay, we'll do granite. Let's get some lapis, Because isn't it... I think certain plants are cyan. Are the swamp flowers? No, it's not. It's light blue. Because that's literally where this came from. Maybe this? Blue? Well, that unlocked the recipe. Ah, it's blue plus green. And how do you make green dye? Is it still just cactus, or is there a different way? Where did all of my cactuses go? Do I need to go get more cactus? Really? I don't see my cactus anymore. It's just torches. And the nearest... Here, before we go, just in case. The nearest desert biome is like a couple thousand blocks away. So this is probably a time when another trail might be good. Let's try to fly right over that section that we haven't explored. The things I'd say were closest to ender pearls would be the dark prismarine. I don't know if you've got access to that stuff. Prismarine comes from ocean monument, doesn't it? I don't think we found an ocean monument yet. You can see that I went exploring in the ocean for one, but I never found one. They should add a tameable flying creature or gliding creature for early game, but not like super early game, like mid game, I guess. So you put a saddle on it. You throw the equivalent of a carrot on a stick. And that's how you ride. You probably flew over one, they're pretty common. How do I... You feel free to take a look, but I am pretty sure that we have not found one. What quick mines cactus? kelp might be pretty close to an ender pearl. Okay, we'll give it a try. Nah, flying pig you can only control with a fishing rod carrot. Flying pigs were in the Aether mod. So like, you're not too far off. That might get added. Like, I'm pretty sure flying pigs were in the thumbnail for the Aether mods, like, title page or whatever. Aether mod Minecraft, yeah. It's for like 112. Yeah, dude. Literally, the first thing that I see whenever I Google search Aether mod is this image. With a little flying pig. Boom. Anything else? The one of the biggest things that they had that they did wrong with that, or he did wrong, was oh, I was closing out the thing in my other tab. He made the equivalent of coal in the Aether edible, and so you just ate coal all the time, and it was so strong because think about how common coal is. Gareth redeemed Hydrate. Yo, what up, my Hydro homie? Cheers. Okay, so we smelt down some cactus. We smelt down some cactus. And, then we combine it with the blue dye to do some stuff, right? Cyan. And then you were saying, what color? Why you have no cactus farm? I just haven't built it yet. We probably should. Ugh, cyan. Was it terracotta or was it concrete? I just had a look at, and your seed is super unlucky for ocean monument spawns. Most seeds I've came across have like 3 to 4 close, but the nearest is a good few thousand blocks out. Yeah, I mean, that would be why I haven't found one. Concrete. Okay, so concrete is gravel plus sand. Okay, you know, and what color does it turn into whenever you make it proper concrete? Yeah, we just do it right here. I think I like the spectacled of it. That was a good suggestion. To better match the ender pearl. Which one of these screams ender pearl to you? I think it's this one. Kelp was the other thing. That's right. Let's go get kelp real quick before you make a decision. How do you make a kelp block? Oh, it's the dried kelp. Oh, dude, welcome back. How was the time? I think you said you were spending time with the family. How was the time with the family? You see, seems to be a pretty interesting one from my snooping. Dude, super lucky. I'm very happy with this seed. Okay, so which... Oh, yeah, that does really closely match, like, the green tints in the middle. Whereas the teal, or the cyan, matches the tints on the outside. What do you think, chat room? Which one more properly describes an ender pearl? I don't think it's kelp, just because of the stripe that goes up through the middle. I think that's weird. And then if we go back, everybody's saying powder. All right, I'm in agreement. I think the powder most closely represents the ender pearl. Should I change the glass here to white glass to just make it a little bit more to stand out a little bit more? And I just noticed in the mirror I'm having a great hair day. Yo, you gotta take pictures of that and put it on your Insta. That's what you do when you're having a great hair day. Why not end purple? Because that's like purple, not teal. Here, let me go make some white glass. I really should add crafting benches everywhere throughout my base. The silky subscribe. Okay, so for glass bottle, do we want white glass or regular glass? I think the white glass just looks better. Yeah? Because we don't want it to be about the stone brick that's behind the glass. We want it to be about the glass itself. Yeah. It's odd looking at these colors when you're colorblind. That powder and the pearl look so different. So, like, the center of the pearl is very dark, but the powder is very comparable to this outer ring of the ender pearl. If that kind of helps you maybe with your color blindness. But I think that's good. That's always. Oh, my inventory. Where'd I get 2 freaking melon slices from? Okay, I'm on board with it. I think we'll pull the trigger. I think rotten flesh looks the most bizarre out of all of them. Okay, cool. It's not quite as clean as the tree storage. This one's definitely way cleaner. Maybe once we finish the room, it'll look better. Hang on. White glass looks good? Okay, I'm glad that we're in agreement. Okay, so we went up a block for that room. And we just had hard 90 corners. And then we went up a block right at the entrance of the room. Okay. This room could have been scooted forward a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal. So to go up a block is to put it there. It's coming together. We have that for sure. I mean, it definitely looks cleaner with the roof in. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Still a little plain. Yeah, hang some lanterns. I agree. How do you make a lantern? I actually have no idea. Hey, oh girlfriend, what are we doing for dinner? My stomach just gave me the loudest growl ever. Doslore with a hydrate. Got you. With a fancy new water bottle. I love how that sounds. Pizza's in the oven? Oh god, no, not Brussels sprouts. Don't meme me! That's Monday. That is Monday. What did I come in here to get? I don't even remember. Y'all have me so flustered. Trying to clean up my inventory a little bit. Item frames can count. Yeah. Okay. Inventory's clean. What were we doing? I got you pizza rolls. Oh, bless you. You're an angel. Ow. Make stromboli. Have I ever had stromboli in my life? My mom probably made it at some point. Oh, lanterns. That's right. I forgot. Dude, you got me so flustered with the moment you said Brussels sprouts. I was like, oh, disgusting. I think it's something with iron and torches. Lantern. Oh, hey, it's some nugs. We need to get some nugs. Yeah. Okay, so we need a lot of nugs. Okay. And maybe some iron bars to hang them. Do we hang them at different heights? What does this do for the light level of this room? I have to look for 7s. Right here is where it says it. You can see my cursor. We're looking for 7s. Because if there's a 7, that means bad guys can spawn. I see 9s. I see some 8s. 8s are when it gets scary. I saw no 7s. Yeah. What are you working on now? I got distracted, so I'm lost. Oh, we were just finishing cleaning up some rooms. I got myself a stuffed crust pizza. I can't do those anymore. Sadly. The worst food poisoning I ever had in my life came from like a frozen pizza. So like frozen pizzas just taste like death now. You know, it would take all of 30 seconds to add a little bit of cobblestone there. So that way I could just walk up. Not even 30 seconds. Okay, now we can just walk in. Wow. So no Brussels sprout pizzas, then don't do this to me. Yeah. Can't even get in from that way anymore. Just make some bomb honey sriracha Brussels sprouts. No way is honey good on a Brussels sprout. Okay, this room. Look at that. That's not too shabby. Maybe I need some carpet in the middle or something, some design because the floor is boring. What do you do for iron in vanilla? Gotta be dangerous to farm iron golems, right? Nope. You can build a farm, you can build a machine that spawns and kills iron golems completely automatically. Also, Wreckful is making a game, it's called like Everland, which is supposed to be, which looks, the way that he markets it sounds almost exactly like how you would market Club Penguin. So, yeah, no, there's actually zero risk to farming iron golems. So then all of their iron, right there. And each one of these lights indicates a double chest. So I have a shulker plus 3 double chests worth of iron that's full, plus, you know, a number of hoppers to move them around. Of course, that's not going to have any problems. Looking for 7s. There's some 8s. There's a lot of 8s. Ooh, there's a lot of 8s in this room. But no 7s. That room is safe. Maybe torches? Replace the torches in the hallway with lanterns and add carpet. Maybe. I mean, the holes. I don't know if I want to tackle those just yet. But I mean, they definitely need to get done. We do the same thing we did over on the other side here. Should be okay to destroy most of this if I've done a good job denoting what is and isn't redstone. The inner workings of this are insane. Did I catch that torch? I really hope I did. Oh, over this way. Okay, so this room is now very bright. There's no way that this is mob spawnable now. We put in so many hidden lights. Ooh, idea. Does placing carpet on top of light blocks still let light through? Yes. That way, where all those 8s were, you could throw a jack-o'-lantern under the carpet. Yep, that definitely still works. And so I mean, the floor is a little boring here, for sure. There's something small and unobtrusive. The floor is super boring. But you know, we could throw in a bunch of carpets, or maybe recess the floor. Maybe use a bunch of slabs, some upside down slabs, or some. I guess they would be bottom slabs, not top slabs, in order to create a little bit of depth in the floor, maybe. And this room has the same problem. Is there anything that we could represent sticks better with other than planks? Probably not. This is cool though. I wonder, I mean, the total number of entities in my world just went down. Oh wait, no, it's back up to 200. It used to be at like 70. What is this lag? It's not the experience. Anybody have any ideas? No, I can't feed just the wolves. Oh man, I have no idea. Signs aren't good for lag either, so we could go ahead and start destroying some of this. Stuff that we know we don't need signs for anymore. Like, we don't need a sign for an enchanting room. There's the enchanting room. Like, this isn't too terribly bad. We'll come back to it. Torches? Is it torches? I mean, the torches are creating... I have 1,500 particles in the world. 1,600 particles in the world. Which is probably mostly torches, but like we can shut that off. And then that proves that it's no longer particles, which means that it's not the torches. Whatever spike there is, it still happens with 0 particles. It's something to do with pistons. Where do we have... Oh, is it the... Is it this guy? Is it our melon pumpkin farm having a lighting update every time that one of the pistons triggers? How's it going, Ben? Oh no, it still falls to like the same 50. I mean, clearly the pistons triggering is not good. That's a pretty gnarly lighting update. So we definitely need to enclose that. I don't think that's too terribly difficult. Is there a way that I could see this without seeing the TPS? I think I just get both. Because I can't do anything about the TPS. Well, I could. It's like fewer hoppers. But I won't notice if the TPS is low. I do notice when the FPS is low. I don't know. Do uncovered hoppers still cause issues with lag? Might not apply to you. It would apply to TPS, not FPS. It might be relevant because the uncovered hoppers might have a larger render area. Like, have more faces to render and therefore more difficult. But I don't know. It's definitely something in this direction. Okay, and now we don't see it. Well, the spikes are okay. So we have a good idea. There's some spikes that are definitely being caused by the this thing. The melon pumpkin farm are definitely causing a bunch of lighting updates, which we can fix literally that easy. It'll still create a little bit of a lighting update whenever it triggers, but it'll be a lot less. I missed. No. Huh. The main things left would have to be the lighting updates from the piston and the despawning waste items. That would be my guess as well. I mean, technically we don't even need this, but why not? I really, really dislike that they made pistons opaque instead of transparent like they used to be. Because now you run into this problem. You know what? I don't know what happens if something that's not a melon or pumpkin enters that farm. Oof, can't do anything about these. I think it's to power the block here. Can we do it a different way? I need to see. Okay, cool. So the dropper is right there. So we just need to get the redstone on him. So then why didn't we do this? Because doesn't that work exactly the same? Did you not? Okay, yeah, it worked. Which means this is unnecessary. Okay. Cedric, what are your thoughts on asparagus? It's pretty good if it's fresh. If it's canned, it's disgusting. I didn't mean to fall, but, you know, here we are. Is here inside your mind? Isn't this entire world just a construct of my mind? I missed. I stand by what I said. I wonder how much, like, little pulse machines like that, how much lag they generate. And I wonder if that's why we're having a hard time isolating what the issue is. Because it could be an intermittent lag problem. Yeah. I think I could see some. Oh, well, there's a bunch of iron that was just sat there waiting to despawn. We clearly never cleaned that up. Okay. There's more. So what do we do for this? Do we just get some netherrack and then destroy it in the same way that we do the whatchamacallit? Because that was like 70 iron. Basic auto crafters would be nice. We've talked about that on stream before. I think to have a basic auto crafter, what you would do is you would have a crafting table, and then you select the recipe, and it could be any recipe in the game. You select the recipe, just like you do whenever you have the crafting book enabled. Okay, so then you select whatever recipe. And then you have it interact just like a furnace does. So you have, I don't know where my furnaces are. Right here. So then you would have 3 entry points, or like 3 interactive points for, imagine that this furnace is my auto crafter, right? Or even better, let's just get a proper crafting table. So, be gone, furnace. So we have a crafting table, and then what I think you do is you have 3 different crafting points, or three hopper accessible points. So the first you would have to come into it and with the book. You then tell it what you want it to make. I want to make, I don't know, cobblestone stairs, right? So then I have some sort of check mark to confirm that yes, I want it to make cobblestone stairs. So then in the top hopper, you would put in your cobblestone, the raw material required to make your cobblestone stairs, right? The sideways hopper would be the fuel that it takes to run it. So you would have to have so some fuel to run the thing being placed in it, just like a furnace does. And then the output would actually be your cobblestone stairs. And I think that this is how you would be able to do it. Yeah, if you could start the pizza rolls, Candy, I would really appreciate that. Yeah, and then you could use any fuel source, of course, just like a furnace, just like all of the other things, just like smokers, just like blast furnaces. You can use any fuel source for this. But I think this is how you do it in a way that preserves the integrity of vanilla Minecraft. And uses a system that all players would understand, and that something that is good for it's basically unobtainable for the early game, because you're gonna need at least 3 hoppers to be able to run the thing. Or, well, you could have it run off of no hoppers, right? You could just put all of the items in here yourself, but then that's just a regular freaking crafting table. Yeah, no. You would just put in the items yourself, and then it would just be a raw item like this. There would be no crafting window, and you would just have a single spot like that to put it in. Then there's a fuel spot, and just like a furnace, and then there's the output spot. And then you click the book, and then it gives you the option of things that you can interact with. So you would just hit the book like this, and then in here it would be like, I want cracked stone bricks, and then you hit the check mark, and then blah 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 blah, right? And I think that this is the system that you would have to use in order to preserve the integrity of default Minecraft while adding auto crafters. I think that it's very important that you make sure that it can't be accessible. Like, you can't just have it within the first day of Minecraft. It needs to be something late game, or else you're gonna trivialize a lot of the aspects of the game. What did I need? What was I working? Oh yeah, we were talking about lag. That's right. I needed shears, or not shears, flint and steel. So yeah, I think that that's what the system would look like. That would work great, and absolutely. Yeah. Some people have talked about, like, you would need to put in the items into a specific slot, and it's like, nah, that would get way too complicated. Crafting tables any block only has 8 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 6 sides, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 1 on the bottom, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then how would you make something that uses 9 slots, or 8 slots, or 7 slots? You just can't. So those are all dumb and wrong. Look at all of that iron just chilling. Oh yeah, I need an iron trapdoor. Oh, but I can make that with the iron that's already here. Oh, that was my last ender pearl. Hopefully we don't need another. Insane. Can we double up on functionality? Can I destroy that block and make it a nether rack to still power the middle and then light the top on fire? Oh, well, we need another ender pearl. How do I get emeralds? Because I need emerald in my survival. Please give me a tip. The easiest way, in my opinion, to get a ton of emeralds is setting up a carrot or potato farm, or setting up a melon pumpkin farm. Any combination of those are all really good, and then you can sell potatoes, carrots, pumpkins, melons to villagers for emeralds. So see, here's my potato, carrot, pumpkin, melons to farmers, which composters are also very easy to make, which is how you control their profession to turn them into farmers. So you do all of that. You get a farmer, and then you can sell them those 4 produce items. Additionally, fishermen are pretty easy to come by. It's a barrel to make a fisherman, and then the fisherman will buy raw cod, raw salmon, clownfish, and pufferfish, all of which you can get from a fishing farm. So those would be the 2 ways that I would say that right now you would be able to get some emeralds. Do I have to worry about this lighting on fire? I didn't mean to put out the fire. Okay, while it's not being checked, I'm not gonna leave it on. I need packed ice. And I want some stairs. Is that all I have? No way, that's all I have. Okay. If you have a zombie spawner, then clerics take rotten flesh from that as well, which could be a different way to acquire them, but that's a bit longer. I mean, conversely, you could just go out exploring late at night and cut down a bunch of zombies. Just spawn a bunch of mobs and then fight them. And that could give you all the rotten flesh that you need. So much iron. Now you see the problem. I shouldn't have this much iron. How do we get up there? let's see what happens. Well, that's a good sign. It's a good sign. Okay, so now we're destroying excess. There's no way that this is a problem. Oh god, it was a problem. Okay, did we wash? How much did we wash away? We didn't. We could have washed away all of those rails. I was like, no way this is a problem. Famous last words. Why didn't I just enclose that? Am I dumb? Do you have previous deaths, or is this first hardcore? This is my 5th hardcore world, but it's definitely my most successful. We have stats. 21.15 days in this world. I always miss the first one. Where's the first one? Time played, 21.15, yeah. Because time since last death and time played, it's always the same statistic. Oh, come on. So do we need to worry, can chests light on fire? Is that a... Well, this is clearly a good sign. We're destroying all of those extra iron. I was a little bit concerned that they might get lost on the hitbox of the hopper, but that didn't happen. Do you like that jump backwards ender pearl toss? That was nice. Since I put the roof on it, I want to see what happens. I made my first hardcore world. I'm 4 days in so far. Dude, nice. Oh, yep, there they go. Perfect. Perfect. So we're no longer going to have a billion iron, literally like 70 to 80 iron just sitting there waiting to despawn. There is maybe a concern of that fire lighting that chest on fire, but I think the comparator will prevent that from happening. What about the other side? Yeah, I don't think it's anywhere near anything that's flammable. Chests are in that non-flammable category, so they can catch fire, but they won't burn. I don't know if I like that. I mean, what's the other option? Do we have the room to put like a proper cactus up here? Actually, yeah, I think we actually do. Let's go try it. Let's just see what happens. Worst that happens is we go back to exactly what we have now. Did I not save any cactus? Remember that guy in chat that was like, you should save a cactus just in case. Oh, bless. Okay, we have 7 cactus. Perfect landing. Okay, so we need to pick up the water, which means I need a bucket. Plant them? Okay, I'll plant all but one. Okay, happy? Bucket. Great cactus farm, thanks, bud. I need to break in here again. It's fine. Everything that just lands in there will get destroyed. And see, that's the fear of using water. So we need to destroy, we need to collect the water here at the top to stop the water flow. Okay, and then we just pop these guys out and see the iron's just gonna chill there. Not a problem. Yeah, that's okay. Is that front facing? Ooh. It's right where we would want the cactus to be, which obviously does not work. Do we have any other options? Can I drop down? We can move that top block 1 forward to allow for room for the cactus. So we could destroy that. And then we could put... That just looked the dumbest. You know, if that's what it takes in order to get proper item destruction in one of these that's not going to risk fire, I think I'm okay with it. And then what happens when we put the water back in? It gets destroyed on the side of the cactus. Seems good to me. Didn't mean for that to happen, but, you know, it did. If that's what it takes, I am okay with it. You just got here. We were adding item destruction into the tops of our, at least into the top of the Iron Golem collection. Iron collection storage, whatever you want to call it. I think that worked pretty well. We also finished up, we did a lot today. This room has been reworked. The tree farm got finished. Well, the tree farm storage room got finished. Do you have an Enderman farm? Yes and no. So I have a very special type of darkroom mob farm that can spawn and kill Endermen automatically. So this thing right here can spawn Endermen and then can kill them without any player interaction. This little brick right here. And then I take, oh man, there's no entrance here anymore. Wow, getting a finished base feels strange. So then I can take those items and I run them through a bunch of sorters, and then we have ender pearls that we pull from right here. So yes, Enderman farm, but really it's just a fancy mob farm, like a fancy darkroom mob farm that can handle Endermen. So yeah, that's done. We have a furnace array that's done. A little bedroom, tree farm storage. I think next we go through and we start like trying to lag proof the base. Get rid of all item destruction that's just chilling. Because there's a lot happening simultaneously, and I don't know how much more my graphics card can take. So, that being said, chat room, this is gonna be where we end the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me today. You're so far behind, gotta catch up. Hey, we're gonna have the VOD uploaded, so you're good. Anyway, this is gonna be where we end. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. We got a bunch of follows today, and I really appreciate it. Exclamation mark Discord. We're going to have the absolutely disgusting Brussels sprout stream on Monday. For updates, for everything relating to that, Discord's the place to be. So thank you guys for watching. We might have a bonus stream tomorrow. We might not. I don't know yet. Either way, I'm gonna go eat dinner. Thank you guys for chilling with me this week. I'll see you soon.